What's up, guys? That guy with the pencil here, and let's chat about My Hero Academia Society. So I always praise it, like always. That's one of the many things that I'll give Horikoshi praise on is the society, but I've never actually sat down and talked about why. And I have to say that I probably will make an in-depth video breaking down. Now I feel like this will be the sort of in-depth video of me talking about the society and why I like it so much and why I think it's really, really good. Because I feel like if I were to make a video about the society, it would have to pertain to specific characters and how they relate to the society. Because I think that's very, very important. But in terms of the society itself, why do I like it so much? It feels very, very realistic. And that's hard to manage when you're making a society. And I think what Horikoshi did was very, very smart. He made it based off of our current world. He just threw some minor technological advancements, and he threw in some things. He threw in quirks, superpowers. And I think he found that really solid line where we can assume just enough about the world, like how it functions, where they are technologically, but there's also those unknown factors that he can pull out whenever he wants to because it's still a different world. I like that a lot, that we're in a really interesting space in the Boku no Hero world because it's still so volatile. The society is really well established, especially pre-All Might's fall. It's great because the hero system, well established, it's been going on for a while. There are the quirks in the quirk list. There's those different types of people, and all of that's clearly explained very, very early, and we see its ramifications. And the great thing about that society that I have to praise is how it goes, how it doesn't go unquestioned, how there are characters like Stain, like Dabi, like Spinner, like the League of Villains in general that want to tear this society down, all for a variety of reasons. And the most interesting reason, and the reason I like the society so much, is how it supports hero capitalism. It's strange, and it's sad that Stain got so little time, but he made his mark both in the world and out of the world. But Stain's point about how heroes in the modern era are bad because what they do is exploit the society and the world around them just for monetary gain, and that the only hero who doesn't do that is All Might. While the view is very, very skewed, the view seems a bit strange, he's right. A lot of the few heroes we actually get to see, a lot of them do it for the money, and realize that herohood isn't what it's become so flanderized. You literally go to school for being a hero, you have to pay for your license, you have to go out there and start your own agency. Being a hero has become so twisted and warped in the My Hero Academia world, but in the eyes of the general public, at least before Stain, pre-Stain, it was all perfectly fine. It was totally normal. Yeah, of course heroes should get paid and blah 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 and all that, but it's warped people into looking at heroism a different way. Like, one of the best examples I think of is Uraraka. Stain would kill Uraraka in a heartbeat if he heard her motivations. And the thing is, Uraraka is in a positive sense, despite her twisted motivations. And what do I mean? I mean Uraraka is doing what she's doing for a good purpose, but what the issue is that it's all for the purpose of monetary gain. Uraraka wouldn't be a hero if it didn't pay. And that's the issue. That's the issue that Stain sees. And another case where it's a positive negative is Endeavor. Endeavor, who's one of, if not my favorite, My Hero Academia character, also only is a hero for the notoriety. He wants to be the best. He wants to be number one. And while that does lead to very good results, he's literally the top hero in terms of saving people, getting jobs done, completing missions, doing all that. All that's really, really good. But the inherent reason of why he's doing it, if there wasn't a hero ranking system, Endeavor wouldn't be a hero. He wouldn't care. He wouldn't have had that initial incentive to go do it. And the good thing about that is since Stain challenged it, the world was forced to still accept the current hero society because they couldn't just throw it away or else villainy would run rampant. But they were forced to change. It was kind of same as a wake-up call to the society. Except the thing with the society is that it's so well rooted that jostling, that forceful shaking that Stain did of it, that hey, you guys, wake up. The hero world is falling apart because of the monetary freaks or not even just the monetary, the hero ranking system, the monetary reasons behind being a hero, the flanderization of the idea of a hero. Wake up, we need to take care of this. It's funny, but sad and concerning and realistic and great that while it rumbled society, while there are vehement Stain believers, while Stain created villains like Dobby, like Spinner, like the entire League of Villains, most of the League of Villains only joined because they thought Stain was affiliated with them. The great thing that makes this society so realistic and so impressive to me is that Horikoshi knows that just because that flaw was pointed out doesn't mean it's going to be immediately addressed. Doesn't mean that society won't just fall back on its laurels after contrary evidence is predicted or presented, and that the world won't just fall back into a state of complacency. Because if Stain had popped up after the fall of All Might, I feel like we'd be in a very different world because Horikoshi would know how to write that. Because I'd say the biggest reason that Stain's whole swinging golf club to the ball that was the world at large, the whole reason they didn't hit is because All Might was there as a wall. Like, yeah, sure, a lot of heroes are twisted in their motivations, but All Might's there. All Might's perfectly fine. He's still doing good. He's still a hero for hero's sake. And that is where society ended up falling back on its laurels and thinking, oh yeah, it's totally fine because we have All Might, and All Might's the real hero. Because, think about it. Unless you're like Endeavor, when have we seen other hero fans? Like, you're an All Might super fan or you're an Endeavor super fan. No one cares about Ryukyu. I always say Maruko, just because that's how it was initially translated when I first read it. So I'm going to keep saying Maruko. There are no Maruko fans. Best Jeanist got some notoriety after he almost died, but there's no fans of Gang Orca, no fans of Ryukyu. There's so many heroes out there that are worth nothing in regards to the society because they're not All Might. They're not number one. So since the society had that number one, the leader of their world in a weird, twisted sense, they were completely fine with the rest of the world just being as corrupt as it was. And the great thing that I have to praise more about the society is how the shock of All Might hit them, and how All Might's fall threw the entire world into whack because of how Horikoshi set it up that the world was so reliant on All Might. So when the pillar that they were leaning on finally broke, they collapsed. Even Endeavor himself, the new number one hero, lost it for a while. And then the League of Villains accidentally ended up creating a new symbol through the usage of high-end hood against Endeavor, and I went completely in depth on a video talking about that, how that was so great, and how society is not back to normal. That's the good thing. That's the good thing that I like. Horikoshi's really, really good at writing worlds. Oh my. Please, if you haven't read Ogadamakizu, one of Horikoshi's older works, go read it. It's fantastic. It's not that long to read. I think it's only like 31 chapters. Go read it. It's great. But in terms of that world, that realism, the fact that Endeavor was propped up as this new symbol, but he's fallible. Unlike All Might, the fact that society is in this very shaky position right now due to the fall of All Might and how so many people are vying for power and control over that, and how Endeavor couldn't really restore the faith in the people and couldn't restore the hope in the society, and how it's slowly becoming more and more of a mess, and how the shock of the League that's now achieving like the true power with, real form Shigaraki, which is basically just All for One 2.0, Gigantomachia, all these dangerous beings that sort of just exist in the world now, the way the society is going to react to that, all really, really good. Horikoshi, chef's kiss, beautiful writing of society. However, I'm afraid the society is missing something, and I hope it's gonna get it very, very soon. The society needs another shakeup, because we started off the society in a conflicted but stable point. Then All Might fell. Then we're in just a conflicted point. Then Endeavor came and beat High End, so we're in a conflicted standing, and now we're in a perfect place for society to just completely fall. That's why I'm pushing so hard for this time skip. I really am. I'm pushing hard for a time skip. I'm pushing hard for a heroes lose scenario. I need it. I want it. Kill Aizawa, do it. But I need that right now, because I feel like we're in the perfect spot to do it. We're in the perfect spot, because I'm not gonna lie, if Midoriya beats Shigaraki right now through the power of super breaking bones, we're gonna have some issues. I feel like it won't be earned. But if we time skip right now, if we time skip in this very juicy pivotal point that we're in, I feel like seeing what Horikoshi could do with a completely broken society, something I've never seen him write, that would be interesting. If we fell back to the era of chaos that was implied to be All for One's era, and we got to see that with our modern characters, of course all the time skip design, everything would be good. I feel like it would be written fantastically, at least society-wise, by Horikoshi. I feel like the world would be great. I'm vying for this time skip, because I'm confident in Horikoshi's ability to write it, and what he could hypothetically do with such an insane scenario of the heroes losing. And honestly, if the heroes lose and we're in a scenario where society is completely overturned, I feel like My Hero Academia can shoot up there. I feel like it can do really, really good with something like that. Because I think the series, it's needing something. It's needing a drastic change right now. It's needing a harsh shift. And I think this would be it. But that's what I think. What do you guys think? I want to hear it in the comment section down below, because this is a topic that I haven't talked with many about, because very few people actually talk about it. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen much reflection on My Hero Academia society and the world it's set up. But I think it's very, very good. I think we're in a great spot right now for the manga to do something drastic and change the status quo and uproot the society. But what do you guys think in the comment section below? Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think the society's whack? Do you think the society's fantastic? Do you think the society even needs a dramatic shift up? Please tell me in the comment section down below. And guys, I'm gonna ask, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Every single bit of support helps. Trust me, it does. But regardless, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And this is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off.